Maybe she should have her own ASMR channel.
I'd watch it. She'd watch it.
I probably wouldn't. I don't really like ASMR. Hello and welcome to Spencer's Library. I'm Claudia. This is Bill. That's Minerva. Come on, Beetle, say hello. That's Beetle. Okay, this is too cute.
Not me adorable.
Today we are playing a literary bluffing game that I'm calling Have I Read It? If you are familiar with the British comedy panel show Would I Lie to You, it's kind of like that. In this video, I am going to try and convince Bill that I have read some books that I haven't actually read. This is the classics edition. If this concept works, I'm going to make it a series, but today it's all about classics. So I have listed 7 classic works of fiction, some of which I have read and some of which I haven't. And Bill has to find out by asking me questions whether I've read that book or not.
Why are you so small?
So there are 7 books that I'm going to try and convince you that I've read. And for each of these books you can ask me 5 questions. And then at the end of the 5 questions you have to guess if I've read it or not. And obviously you who are watching it can guess along if you're not too distracted. I reckon the people watching this are going to do better than you, Bill.
Oh, yeah.
Because, first of all, they know more about my reading habits than you do. And also they know the books. Because the books that I haven't read, I don't know that much about. So I'm going to be lying, I'm going to be making up stuff, and I'm going to try and sound convincing. And if someone's watching this who has read a book that I haven't, they're going to know straight away. So play along and then comment with your score and how well you think I did. Let's start with the first book, The Three Musketeers. Okay, you have 5 questions.
Okay. Which is the best musketeer?
D'Artagnan.
Okay. Why?
Oh, he's the sexiest.
Is he?
Yeah.
What sexy things does he do?
Like sword fighting and shit.
But don't they all do the sword fighting. So
Hey,
I meant specifically what sexy things does he do that are unique to...
How many questions was this now?
That's the third. Because what's the sexiest? Why? What sexy thing does he do that's unique to him? Sorry,
All right.
Minerva. Sorry, darling. I shouldn't stop rushing.
I'm going to say that when I read The Three Musketeers, I did not rank the characters in order of sexiness.
Well, then you didn't read The Three Musketeers, surely.
Is that your final
No, because I've got 2 questions left.
You have 2 questions
I have
left.
2 questions left. I know how many musketeers there are.
You were so bad. I could be telling you anything.
You could be telling me anything, I know, and I'm giving you too long to think. That's the dumb thing. So I've had 3 questions.
Yeah.
So they do a lot of musketeering. There's nothing particularly sexy that D'Artagnan does. What were the other ones called? The other musketeers?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I want to say COVID, but that's not true. Donald Trump, COVID, and D'Artagnan.
And do you think the musketeers are also Brexiteers?
They're not, they're French. That was 5 questions. So, have I read...
You remembered the one because of the cartoon of Dogtanian.
What?
There's a cartoon where he's Dogtanian.
I don't...
Really?
No.
Never seen that? Okay.
No. Is it an adaptation?
Yeah, it's like cartoon.
Three Musketeers?
Yeah, but they're dogs.
That
Dogtanian.
sounds terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible.
Okay, 5 questions. Have I read the book, yes or no?
No.
And the right answer is... No. I have not read the book.
We did it, Minerva! We go to Vegas.
I mean, that was fairly obvious, I think, to everyone. I deliberately didn't do any research before this because that wouldn't be fair.
I'm also bluffing that if she had named any other musketeers that I would be able to tell.
I'm not quick enough to make up 2 other French names. Number 2, Brave New World.
What's Brave New World about?
It's a dystopian novel set in a brave new world. Okay, but hang on. It's about...
Figure this game out.
It's about it's your typical dystopian stuff, right? So there's people that get sort of categorized and murdered and brainwashed.
Are those the categories? Murdered, brainwashed?
No, the categories are like the rich people and the workers. Yeah.
What else does it have in common with 1984?
It's not as good. What else does it have? So, not much actually. I think they're quite different. The main characters in both kind of work for the government. It's very different, but they were written like 20 years apart.
What are the names of the three main protagonists?
I don't remember. There aren't three the
The
main
Three Musketeers, right?
the main protagonist
D'Artagnan.
is like a guy. Let's call him Francois. And then there's a love interest, and there's like, I think the main character has a friend. In that regard, it is quite similar to 1984.
Why did you read it?
Because I was gifted it by Charlie, who used to do this channel with me, because it's one of her favourite dystopian novels, so she gifted me a copy. There's a video about that, link in the description box. Huh, am I bluffing or not?
Have you read it?
Yes.
Would you lie to me?
So what do you think after 5 questions?
I don't think the main character's called Francois. I think this is the secret third option. There isn't really a book called Brave New World. No, you've read it. You've read it. I'm going to say you've read it.
I have read it.
Yes!
Yes.
Get
Can I
it.
just say, you're really terrible at the questions. Like, who's the author? How did you like it? How many stars did there's so many questions you could ask.
I know, but I think that's the stuff that you're quite good
Yeah,
at making
possibly.
up on the spot. If
Possibly.
I ask you what the characters were called, then,
Yeah.
then you have
I
no idea.
genuinely don't remember what the character's called. Like, I'm not. When I know an answer, I will tell it, but I can't remember. It wasn't actually that memorable a book. Next, we have. Oh, come on, you should be at least familiar with the film version, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Did you know there was a book? I'm asking the questions.
Don't let me brush you.
Oh, that was full of cat hair.
Now it's all you. Okay, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What kind of chocolate is it that he gets?
It's just a chocolate bar, isn't it? Yeah.
Nothing special about the
Well,
chocolate?
it's got a golden ticket inside.
Well, yeah. But the chocolate. Tell me about the chocolate.
I don't.
Describe the chocolate in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I don't remember the flavour of chocolate in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay, now describe the factory in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
But it's like a magical factory, right? It's got Oompa Loompas, and it's got a big ass chocolate waterfall, and it's got lots of things that kill children, and
Could
like.
be any factory.
What factories have you been to with a chocolate waterfall?
The Lindt Factory.
That's a chocolate fountain, Bill. That's different.
Lots of things that kill children.
Yeah, if they're allergic to chocolate. That was 2 questions.
When did you read it? Describe the scene
Okay.
in which you read it.
I read it as an adult. I bought it in Germany. Actually, did I read it as an adult or as a late teenager? I watched the film first, actually, the recent one, the one with Johnny Depp, the Tim Burton one. I say recent, when was it? 2006, 2007. So I watched the film first, and then I decided to read the book. So I'm pretty sure I ordered the English language, the original, from the local bookshop in my hometown.
Yeah.
And then I read it.
Okay. What do you think? So you read it because of the film. So how did you enjoy the book?
I haven't reread it, so I don't think I liked it all that much.
Yeah, but like stars or like what?
I think it was a 3-star, or later when I joined Goodreads, I gave it 3 stars because it was fine. It was funny enough, I guess. It's a lot more cruel than the film version, and it's very clearly written in the 60s as well. Obviously, the film version was modernized to the early 2000s.
What's your favourite song?
From the film,
No, just generally.
I'm thinking "Breaking a Habit" by Linkin Park.
Yeah, you've read it.
I have read it. I need to be better at this. Okay, so far you've guessed
All of them.
all of them. Yeah, 3 out of 3. Next up, we have War and Peace.
No one's read it. Lots of people have lied and said that they have, but they just keep it on their bookshelves and pretend they've read it to look clever.
Well, am I one of them? Were you just skipping the questions here?
Okay, so which bit did you like the best, the war or the peace?
There is no peace. Spoiler.
Why is it called War and Peace?
I don't know, I guess to make you hopeful that there is peace at the end.
So you think the book's just outright lying?
I would call it, I mean, this is
It's
the third
deception.
question here. I would call it like,
It's not the third question. This
fine.
is still part of question 2.
yeah. No, it's like there is the hope for peace is like a driving factor in the narrative, right? This is about the Napoleonic Wars. I mean, famously, Napoleon did not manage to actually invade Russia, but in the book you don't know that yet. I am actually going to add a spoiler warning at the beginning of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like over the bits of you brushing Minerva, there'll be like a spoiler warning.
How long did it take you?
Like 3.5 months. It's a really big book.
It's a really good book.
Yeah, but I read it on ebook, so it wasn't very
She's
heavy.
right about that.
2 more questions.
How did you respond emotionally to War and Peace? How did it make you feel?
The bits that were like emotional, you know, there's like a romance subplot and then there's some murdering going on. Like the bits with plots in were good, but it could have been edited down a lot and it dragged on a little bit. So again, it's just like not that memorable.
Oh, it's really long, so
Yeah, but
You have to have a really good memory.
there are long books that are like packed with plot and where you don't actually notice how long the book is. But with this one, you really do.
what are the main characters called?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
You haven't read War and Peace. Surely you haven't read War and
I
Peace.
have not.
That's my thing. Like, no one's read War and Peace.
I do want to read it though. Actually, there are people who say at least they've enjoyed it.
Exactly. Lots of people say it, no one's read it.
Okay. Next. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Okay. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Okay. What was the rabbit late for?
The non-birthday party or some nonsense.
There is some nonsense. What's the main character called now? Where is it set? Why was it written? Nah, that's not much.
Why was what?
Why was it written?
Oh, I
No,
wish
it's-
I knew. Drugs, probably.
No, scratch that one. Why did you read it?
Because it is a classic and it was free. This is also one I read as an ebook. I haven't bought a copy of this. And I think this was at the beginning when I started getting into like British classics, and that was one that I'd heard of. And I thought it was going to be easy because it is supposedly a children's book, but I didn't find it that easy to read.
Okay.
We should have made this 3 questions, shouldn't we?
Where were you when you read it?
In Germany.
Which bit?
I'm
Very
not
big.
gonna give my home address. Anyway, I mean, this was already like after we met. Although I don't remember whether you were already living in Germany then.
I'm disappointed that we've been married for some years and you won't even give me your home address.
I'm just not ready yet.
What's your favourite character in it? It's very many wacky characters in it. Which do you enjoy?
The Queen of Hearts.
Why?
She's the evil one.
And you are also the evil one?
I
Is that all it takes to win your heart, is
I
to be evil?
Didn't say
I
that.
put in a lot of effort, I didn't need to, not being evil. I could have
She's
just
like-
been evil.
She's like the only character that has a real motivation to do anything in the book.
Which is what?
Kill Alice. I can't remember. Was that your 4th question?
Yeah, I think that was my 5th. Was,
Your 4th and 5th?
yeah,
Okay. Well, have I read it?
yeah.
I have. But I can't remember anything about the book. I pick books that I don't talk about a lot because obviously, if I'm like, have I read Pride and Prejudice? Obviously you'll know because I tell you about it. So I pick books that I read like ages ago and don't remember much about. 2 more left. The next one, Murder on the Orient Express.
Who gets murdered?
A guy.
Who does the murder?
Everyone.
Where do they do the murder?
On a train.
What's the train called? No, don't do that one. Why did you read Murder on the Orient Express? What drew you to it?
People kept telling me that I should read Agatha Christie. I regret it.
It's not a good book then.
No,
Okay,
that was the 5th question.
I think you've read it.
I I could not hide my disdain, could I?
You could not.
No, before people get all annoyed in the comments, I will give her another go. I learned later that Murder on the Orient Express is like the worst book to start with her. So I'm going to give her another go, and I'm going to read one of the other books that people have recommended to me. I'm so annoyed because you had everything right. And I thought I could actually get away
We did
with...
one test round of this and
Yes.
I failed.
We did one test round in which I managed to convince Bill that I had read Lolita when I actually hadn't. Number 7, Romeo and Juliet.
Who wrote it?
Shakespeare. I know that. That's easy.
What are the main characters called?
Are we really doing this? Richard and Janice.
Okay,
It's
and,
the pensioner version.
what happens to Janice in the end?
She kills herself
More specifically?
with poison
Why?
because she thinks that Romeo's dead and then she killed herself. Because you know she's in
Richard.
Richard. I'm gonna write a fan fiction then.
Richard and Janice.
Richard and Janice.
Yeah. How many's that?
I don't know,
That
2
one's
or
on the
3,
count.
like,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright.
Let's say 3.
Compared to Shakespeare's other works, where would you place it?
I haven't read that many Shakespeare other works. I have read Much Ado About Nothing, and I prefer that to Romeo and Juliet.
And why did you read Romeo and Juliet then?
Because,
I don't think it's any good.
that's the last question, because it is the most famous of Shakespeare's works, and because my English teacher in school refused to do Shakespeare because he thought it was boring, and I hated him, so I read it despite him. Not that he ever knew or cared.
All of that is completely Yeah, I think you probably did read it.
Ha! Got you with that!
Oh
I've not read it. It's true about my English teacher not wanting to read Shakespeare, but it's not like I had the initiative to pick up a Shakespeare as a teenager. So yeah, I haven't read
no! You've done some sonnets.
I have read sonnets.
They're shorter. Like you.
Okay, right, that was Have I Read It? A literary bluffing game. So, let us know what you think of the format, and if I can edit this into something mildly entertaining, then we are going to do this again with maybe some contemporary fiction or, well, some other genres. I haven't plugged my t-shirt yet. You should, do you want to do this?
Do what?
Plug my t-shirt, my jumper.
Alright. Look at this jumper. It's amazing. You will buy it. You like cats, you like classic literature. It's even better than my t-shirt, which just says, I don't work here. That's not any good at all. Look, Minerva likes this t-shirt. Look at Minerva enjoying, it's not even a t-shirt. Look at Minerva enjoying the jumper. Look, Minerva, enjoy it. Enjoy it, Minerva, enjoy it. Yeah, you want to buy that.
Link in the description box.
Shop.scriptureslibrary.com.
That's it.
Okay,
Thank you for watching.
cheers.